And the people stood by, watching. But the rulers scoffed at him, saying, "He saved others. Let him save himself, if he is the Christ of God, his chosen one." The soldiers also mocked him, coming up and offering him sour wine and saying, "If you are the King of the Jews, save yourself." There was also an inscription over him, "This is the King of the Jews." One of the criminals who were hanged railed at him, saying, "Are you not the Christ? Save yourself and us." But the other rebuked him, saying, "Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we, indeed, justly, for we are receiving the due reward of our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong." And he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And he said to him, "Truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." If the criminal believes anything, he believes that the charges against Jesus are true. He believes that which is written above his head, that Jesus is indeed the King of the Jews. Maybe he came to it earlier in the day, and maybe just now. It doesn't really matter. Jesus is happy to receive the last as well as the first. And even this criminal, who now knows Jesus for who he is, also knows what God has said of his Christ. He remembers better days as he hangs and reviews his life. Days when mommy and daddy would have brought him to the temple, and he would have sang God's praises with the psalmist. And then the song which so long ago crossed his lips comes back to him. How great is your goodness, which you have laid up for those who fear you, which you've prepared for those who trust in you in the presence of the sons of men. And now here he is, the one of whom the psalmist spoke. He calls him now on his promises, so long forgotten in boyhood. Jesus, though I did not remember, though for so much of my life I did not recall those words which you gave to me once upon a time, nevertheless, remember me when you come into your kingdom. I said in haste, as I stole as I took wasn't mine. I'm cut off from before your eyes. But nevertheless, you heard the voice of my supplication when I cried out to you. Hear me now, as I cry out to you in this late hour. And Jesus does, which means that the rest of the afternoon is quite secure, much like the rest of everything. Perhaps they will bury this man in the field of blood, which they purchased with Judas's returned fee for betrayal. And indeed, his body can rest there and await the resurrection. But today, despite all the evidence, Jesus will hide him in a secret place, in the place of his presence, far from the plots of men, far away from the strife of tongues, in a pavilion where no one can touch him. For thus he's spoken. Truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise.